This year, I served as an NC Synod Lutheran Youth Organization board member for 2023. Lutheran Youth Organization is often shortened to LYO, and it's a gathering of this year 280 youth from over 20 different congregations. And it's a great time for people across the state to be able to connect with one another and connect to God and have a great time.
For me, LYO is a time where I can connect to God and other people like me in North Carolina. There are friends that I have made throughout my 5 years coming to Greensboro for this weekend retreat, and I really enjoy having this time to meet new people and make new connections.
What LYO means to me is every Lutheran church in the state of North Carolina to come together and worship Jesus.
This year's my final year at LYO, and it's just wonderful to see just how much of a family and how together we've grown. My first year, it was really polarizing, and now seeing my actual family as well, it's just got really real for me this year, and I just really love seeing how we grow in our faith as well as how we grow closer to each other.
What I learned about God is that no matter how many things you have going on in your life, God will always be there for you, supporting you through everything. What I learned about myself is that I need to take time for myself. Even if I'm busy, I need to stop and take a break.
New things I learned about God is nothing can keep you away from God, and even though you may not be able to see God, you can see Him in other ways. And something I learned about myself is that I connect with God in so many other ways.
Sometimes it's okay to disconnect from the world and just focus on yourself and the gratitude you have for God. Something that I learned was that sometimes it's okay to rearrange your plans to have time for you.
I learned that God makes bad and good things happen for a reason. And what I learned about myself is that I need to take care of myself before I take care of others.
One thing I learned from LYO is that God is always with us and keeps us grounded. We see Him when we serve, do things we enjoy, and worship.
One thing that I learned on a retreat is that sometimes you have to take a second and really appreciate and realize that God is there with you, all times.
One thing I learned from LYO is that He works in many ways and that He's always with us.
New things I learned about God this weekend is that good or bad, there's always a reason behind it, and God will always forgive our sins. New things I had learned about myself is that being kind to others takes a strong person.
What I learned about God was the reason why God does things that can be good or bad. Something that I learned about myself is to treat myself first before others.
I learned that God will always love us no matter what we do, and I learned that I can take care of myself before I take care of others sometimes.
Thank you, Grace.